Hey everybody, welcome back to the Horror Syndicate, 31 Days of Horror. It's Rayzor. I'm here with day 2 of 31 Days of Horror, and I'm going to continue my history of horror with the Frankenstein movies. Well, the first few anyway. I'm going to get to the other ones in another video for another day. Today I'm going to talk about Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, and the Son of Frankenstein, which it makes for a really good trilogy in my opinion. I really like all three of these movies, but there's one that I like the most. You may be surprised because I think the more popular of the three is Bride, and that's fine. Bride's a good movie. Frankenstein's a good movie, but Son of Frankenstein is my personal favorite, and I'll tell you why. But first, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. And go, go like the Horror Syndicate on Facebook. We do shows every Tuesday. And, now Thursday for October, Horror Syndicate Discourse, where we break down horror movies that we love. Right now, we're deep into the Halloween Michael Myers universe. So check it out, and then come back and finish this video. As you can tell, I'm wearing the same shirt as I wore yesterday because it's actually the same day. I recorded these early because I want to get to watching movies. So we know what we're talking about. We know what I'm going to watch. Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, and Son of Frankenstein. Now, let's first of all, for all of you people who don't know, Frankenstein is not the monster. No, it's not. People always kind of misunderstand. Frankenstein is actually the man who created the monster. The monster is just the monster, not Frankenstein. But that's okay. It's a common mistake, and he was marketed throughout the years as Frankenstein instead of Frankenstein's monster, which he should have been. But whatever. Yeah, whatever. Call him whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not going to be that guy anymore because I used to be. That's not Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein's monster. What are you thinking? Come on. You're not a horror fan if you don't know that. That's not, Frankenstein, blah, 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 whatever. It's all good. We're here because we love horror, right? Of course, I got to show off what I have as far as Frankenstein in the collection, the movies I have. I got kind of late into buying the Frankenstein films because I was never huge into Frankenstein. I love the Frankenstein movies, especially, like I said, Son of Frankenstein. So here's what I've got. A couple of just kind of DVDs I got, probably mid-2010s. I needed it. I needed Frankenstein. I was trying to match up my Dracula DVD, but I couldn't find that case. Maybe one of these days I'll get it because I don't mind buying multiple copies. And then one day I got up early in the morning, went out to Walmart to pick up, I don't remember what, but I found these Universal 2-packs. I mean, how great is this? Finally get the Son of Frankenstein, and it's got the Ghost of Frankenstein. This one has Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, which may be one of the best Universal movies, in the House of Frankenstein, which are sequels. Frankenstein's monster kind of works as the Iron Man, in a way, of the Universal monster shared universe, because he's in most of the movies. His story kind of brings everybody together, and it starts with Frankenstein. Also, I have when I saw these, I had to get them. The slip covers that glow in the dark, also digital copies, so I got these. I could take them anywhere, which is fantastic. That's the whole point of having digital through Vudu. And the cases are just, the same ones as the DVDs I showed just a moment ago. And then last year, I went ahead and picked up the collection just because I am a collecting whore. Sue me, I don't care. But, I mean, the collection's great. If you just want to get one thing and not buy all this other stuff, let me read off the titles. You got Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, The Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. This has got the most, I think, of any of the other collections because they did one for Creature. They did one for The Invisible Man. I also have The Wolfman, and they did The Mummy. So, but this one has the most out of all. The Mummy may have, I think Mummy has 5 movies. So, but get these. They're $15 on DVD, $20 or so on Blu-ray. Totally worth the money. And of course, we're starting off with Frankenstein from 1931. And who can, I mean, there's the iconic line, "It's alive, it's alive," that everybody knows. It's just like almost as famous as, Spider-Man or Batman or anything like that. It's one of the most famous, probably most quoted horror lines of all time. And maybe not my opinion, but it might be true. This is kind of based on Mary Shelley's story, but I think Bride and Frankenstein, they should do a supercut. Put them both together, because I mean they're directed a little bit differently, but I mean they feel very much the same, and it's hard not to watch Bride after you watch the first movie. Such a groundbreaking movie, really, if you think about it. I mean, you've got Boris Karloff, Colin Clive, Mae Clark, so many people in this, and then James Whale directed the movie. So what a great movie. Moving on to the second one, of course, is Bride of Frankenstein, the middle part of the chat. The thing about this is Empire Strikes Back for Star Wars is probably the one everybody loves the most. Well, this, I think, Bride is the one that everybody loves the most out of all the Frankenstein films. Again, Karloff is back. Colin Clive is back. I mean, such a great movie. And for me, it's not my favorite, but it's a damn good movie. And even though the bride's barely in the movie, she just controls the screen, which is fantastic. And she's, I don't know, maybe something wrong with me. I think she's kind of hot. That's good, all right? She's maybe the Bride of Merrick. I don't know. Then Son of Frankenstein. Now, this is my personal favorite. There's a lot of depth to this story. Lionel Atwell plays a great character, but Basil Rathbone is so good. But you know who steals the show? Bela Lugosi as Igor. He steals the show. He is kind of like the master of puppets almost in this movie. And he really plays Dr. Frankenstein, Basil Rathbone, like like no other. You get Boris Karloff back again. Man, it's the deepest of all the movies, and it kind of wraps up a trilogy, if you want to call it a trilogy, pretty well. Although there are sequels, and Boris Karloff, I think this is the last one, he plays the monster. You get, actually, Bela Lugosi plays the monster, as does, what's his name? Lon Chaney Jr. So this is the last time, this is the Karloff trilogy, if you will. Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and then Son of Frankenstein. Enjoy them, because they are great movies. And watching them all together, this is the first time I'll ever do it. But I'm so excited. And oddly enough, the Son of Frankenstein is the longest. But this is only going to take me like 4 hours. But great movies. I can't wait till day 3, because that's when we're going to start getting into some of these not weird sequels. They're actually pretty good. Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman is pretty awesome. And it's that and House of Frankenstein are, you know, they're really good movies. I really wish like there was some kind of Universal streaming channel. And maybe I should put together I know there's lists out there where they have the Universal timeline or chronology. Maybe I should put something together, because there's something there with all these movies. You know, Dracula reappears in one of these movies, and there's House of Dracula, and I don't think Dracula's even in that. Played by Carradine. I can't think of his name. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you like what we're doing. We're going to come back tomorrow with another video. Tomorrow, if I can say it correctly. And we're going to keep trying to go through all 31 days of October. And history of horror right here. I mean, we're talking Universal 1930s movies. We're done with the 30s for the most part. I'm going to bypass the Mummy. I'm going to hit up the Wolfman, because it's going to be the Wolfman. That's tomorrow with Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman and the House of Frankenstein, things like that. The Mummy's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the Mummy. It's good, but I actually prefer the Mummy's Hand, the Mummy's Shroud, the sequels, more than I actually prefer the Karloff original from 32. The only thing I really get out of that one is the great theme, which is actually now in Dracula. So, anyway, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the thumbs down if you want, I don't care. Tell me in the comments, if you want to comment, what is your favorite Universal horror movie? Which one of these 3 do you like the best? Do you like Frankenstein, The Bride, or do you like Son of Frankenstein? We'll be back tomorrow with another video, maybe a different shirt this time. I've got this really cool shirt I got from T-Villain. We don't get paid from them, but T-Villain, which this shirt's from, that's got all the Universal monsters in all their glory. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow.